Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Morocco, 1942, as we are on the road to Casablanca, and we have to get through. We have a good couple of formations here. Third platoon, we have our weapons platoon with heavy MGs. We have taken a couple of casualties last fight. We had to send the first letters home as well. And we got under friendly fire. But now it's time to move on, and I didn't realize these guys are this high level of veterancy. God damn. Mindset, professionalism. Tuna. Okay. Okay. These guys could move on. Let's have a look on the enemy line of sight. Okay, they can't shut us down from over there. Okay. Let's start with some suppression fire here. These guys see everything here as well. Okay. Let's go. Ooh, new enemy spotted. These guys. What's the line of sight of these guys now? These guys can't see there as well. Okay, now we keep these guys here for now. We actually could move them downhill. Oh no, it's actually not downhill, it's just a wadi here. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, let's keep them there. And let's bolster these guys. And then they are not in range for anything, so we end the leader turn instead. Ooh. French leader out of action. That's good. These guys already did their counterfire. That's good as well. MG fire can pin these guys down. And then the mortar. How did the mortar fire work again? Let's hit these guys over there. Good suppression damage all around. And then we have that turn played so far now as well. Let's see how things go here now. So there seem to be guys here. Way out of range. Okay, found them now. Got some fire down on these guys. This is an G position. Don't have anything like smoke, which is a bit annoying. You guys are bolstered. Okay. Creep there. But we maybe can set up some fire there. Come on. Okay. New French infantry coming along. And this MG can continue suppressing these guys. So these guys seem to be pretty suppressed already. But we also can pin down the enemy MG back here. That would be pretty dope as well. Okay. Let's bolster these men. Let's get in there. Ooh, that actually works. Oh god. How many French are there? Plane buzzes high overhead. God, I hope that's one of ours. Private Roberts remarks. No one says otherwise. Okay. That is interesting. And let's get these guys surrendered. Nice. That charge worked out. That's a lot of love for these guys. And then we can activate. These guys are already absolute veterans. Let's get these guys forward. They can't charge up there, so let's get them into cover over here. And these guys can be activated with the captain. Let's see if we can charge up there. Nice. Got the high ground there. That's a good spot to capture. And then we can hit these guys from above. Hot damn. This is a great squad already now. Only one day in North Africa. And good performing well in training, and these guys are already absolutely cooking. Let's get the captain around. Oh, we can call in. Oh no. Okay, let's bolster this MG. And let's get around for the next turn. Okay, the French didn't do much. Mm. Can we use these MGs against these positions? Yes, we can. Okay. Then we do this. Good suppression fire. And let's call in the mortar onto the MG. Okay. Mm. Good job. Okay, let's keep these guys up. Rally these. Get these guys over. A shout rises up on the right flank as a new enemy position is sighted. Moments later, the position is confirmed. Then the repeated crack of an anti-aircraft gun echoes across the desert as it spits fury at the planes overhead. France's North African defenses were patchwork of mostly old and little new. This 25mm AA gun comes courtesy of a Saumur museum and has been edited by AI for needed background changes. Nice. That, yeah, doesn't look that handy, to be honest. AA gun spotted. Okay. What are we supposed to do about that, though? Oh, wow. No, that wasn't quite what I planned. We end your turn there. No, we can still move this squad. I cannot move. Ah, the leader, okay, isn't activated anymore. But we can activate you with the commander. And then you can crawl forward. And then these guys. Okay, a runner from the Airborne's third platoon scampers over to you. His uniform is covered in dust, but there is an eagerness in his eyes. Lieutenant, the Airborne's compliments. He has discovered what looks like an anti-aircraft gun outside of his line of advance. Like to your agreement to swing his platoon wide and take it under fire. I'll support whatever he does. Third platoon will suffer some suppression. Even chance enemy AA gun will be removed. Greatly increases his Dearborn's trust. I think that's good thing. Let's go. Snaps off a salute. With your permission, I'll relay that to Lieutenant Dearborn. When you're not the runner sets off, Sergeant and glances sidelong your way. Okay. They really. These guys can't be pushed just yet. You guys would have to go into open ground here. You guys push them down for good. Let them hit the deck. Exposed enemy fire. Now we should have moved you further. Okay. Rally the squad. Oh, that actually wasn't quite what I wanted. Okay. Let's move these guys up there so that they potentially can deal with the MG next turn. And you guys crawl forward. Okay. These guys can pin down these guys. You guys try to cross. God, why are you so slow? Okay, let's see. Can you make it there? No. Okay. Okay. Can't make it there this time. But you're fully spent then. Okay. That is fair. Next turn. What? Okay. What was that gunfire? Ah, that was the AA gun. Okay. That didn't get removed yet. Okay. Let's charge with these guys. 50-50 chance. They failed. Come on, try again, mate. You can do it. Ah. Let's pin these guys down. And you guys just move in there to the railway track. And come on, get him. Get him, boys. Yes. HMG surrendered. Good veterancy for you boys. Okay. These guys are likely already relatively stand down. But we just make sure here. Once we then can move the other MG up. Oh no, actually we can just, for good measure, fully lock these guys down. Well, it's the mortar can hit these guys once more. So that these guys have an easy time this in the second here. Okay. Let's go. Everybody, let's go. Really? You failed me? Get behind these guys. And charge. Yes. Good job. Getting around here. Come on. Yes. Next one. Good job, guys. These guys get bolstered. Wait, did we remove this? Okay. Get the captain over. And have him rally. No, not rally. Bolster. Bolster these boys. Okay. 10 rounds left. Oh, good that we moved. Okay, this time around, easy charge. No resistance. Good capture. Fantastic. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. What? Okay. These guys moved up. Let's see what you guys can find. There is still a French unit back here. And we need to get all the way down there. Let's get into cover. Oh. Ooh, new enemies found. Okay, let's risk it once more. Okay, a lot of new enemies found. Oh no, that's not good. Come on, no casualties. Yeah, no, okay. Let's flank these guys. Good. This is a new formation. Still a cavalry squadron still. We can't get you over there right now, so we stay here, bolster these. That's good. Now this is easy as well. Good job. All of you guys. Let's move you straight over. Too far away for the charge as well. Let's get into cover. As the French over here are relatively beaten up. So let's have a look. Is that AA gun still there? Seems like it might be gone. Ah, wow. Okay. You guys get on moving. Mortar moves up as well. And then we have another turnover. Oh. Okay. The fire is coming in from us. That's the naval artillery that we contacted before this. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, it seems like they disabled this now. Okay. Let's get this squad up again. Oh. Okay. Let's get the charge through here. That's an easy one again. Good veterancy for our boys. Nice. Okay, let's call in the mortar fire in here. Good stress there. And everybody move us. Ooh, these guys got now wetted up enough that they have an extra level. And the enemy started all looking this way. So we can push in there. Ah, okay, there's French units over there. Sudden movement. A startling flash of red and blue. Two kids run out from a nearby hiding and race across what passes for a road. Headless to the shouts of your men. They scamper toward a distant house. They're lucky they weren't shot. Suffer 15 combat fatigue. Get trust. Well, that was a thing. Kids are lucky this time. Hopefully your man will take this incident to heart, especially after you have a talk with them. Ready, LT? Grandas, you take a deep breath, and together you get on to move to the move again. And let's get the hit there. Hey, Grim Harbinger. Hey, good hits there, guys. I think these are pretty stunned down as well. Good job. And let's actually try to get the LT over. And then MG moves up here. MG moves into the house. Motor already moved. Burn actually can move over then. Because these guys can still be rallied. These guys are in a good spot. And we can't do nothing here. Oh, artillery comes in again. Ooh, nice. Pounding them around. We got a bit off course there. Okay. Okay, this is not great. Let's move from over here. Wait, why did that cost 2? Okay. Let's risk it here. Let's try to charge them from the side. Oh wow, you charge frontally. Okay, that's not the. I thought you would go this way, but hey, it works out. So we got it done. That's the important part. And then we can move around this way. And you can bolster these guys back up. And get over there. Get you moving. Down the road. Bolster. All right. Okay, can't call in any artillery. But we can move forward here now. And we can charge into these guys. Nice. Nice. Your radio crackles to life with Captain Lamb's voice. He gives his call sign. This is Nickel 6 calling Nickel 16. Enemy appears to be retreating. Can you pursue with minimal diversions? Over. You give your call sign and prepare to state the truth. Nickel 16 here. Affirmative. We can hack this over. Nickel 16 recover needed. Do not always spend. No, no, no. We can't go after this. Continue on then. Captain Lamp advises nickel 6 out. No. These guys could actually charge again. Okay, wow. Just clearing everything out. Christ almighty, Sergeant Grant shouts as first squad approaches the stone corral. Inside are dozens of horses and a few witchy horsemen. Capture them. Even chance of gaining prestige +3, reducing enemy orders. Fire warning shot. Capture them. Your men sweep forward and drive these scattered witchy horsemen off like it was a game of cowboys and Indians. As for the horses, they are a mite agitated, but calm down soon enough. Talion is going to like this one. Nice. Okay. Banzai. Yeah, exactly. This mission is going pretty well so far. Oh wait, F off. Yeah. Okay. Suppress them. They still keep firing. That's not what we like. So suppress them fully. Oh, come on. Let's go. A clump of hoofs and a soft mane brings your head round. There, on the back of a lovely brown horse, is Private Healy, your platoon runner. Captain Lamp says the other companies are moving like molasses, Lieutenant. Private Healy says he wants you to push forward and let Dearborn and Wilson handle the flanks. How the hell did you get that horse? Okay, nice horse, Healy. Thanks, Lieutenant, Private Healy says. Would you believe this little fella found me? I was off in the scrub cause the French was shooting, and he all but asked to be ridden. Despite all the horses you captured from the enemy, there are apparently still more on the loose. Any trouble with the saddle? Not at all, Lieutenant, Private Healy says. I've ridden worse back in Kentucky. Snacks of snacks. Healy and the horse are both saddle-wise, but that's really just the minimum of things. Your runner may move faster now, but he also makes for a bigger target. Also, horses aren't standard issue, and the chances he'll be mistaken for an enemy cavalryman are high. There's also care and feeding of the steeds. Talion would pitch a fit, Lieutenant. Sergeant Grant says, Able Company once tried to ride donkeys during an exercise, and they told them, we're infantry, not cavalry. Ooh, possible high prestige loss later. Pirate Hill will keep the horse, rare event. I mean, having horses for the runners in North Africa is actually not that bad of an idea. But we are... But we are playing it by the book, guys. So no. Healy can't keep the horse. That's just the way it is. You break the private Healy and the man accepted with a resigned nod and dismounts before he returns his regular non-equine duties to his regular non-equine duties. Oh. Oh, what? Bloody hell. Could they please stop with that? Okay, we're not in a position to charge that. No, no, no. Okay. Let's get up there. Get you around from the long flank. Okay. Let's get the MG teams forward. The weapons platoon advances at a steady jog despite their heavy equipment. Stern is at the lead, a mortar tube across his shoulders, and they near your platoon. One of them, a machine gunner with ammo cans gripped in either hand, stumbles and collapses. Heat exhaustion. It is winter in the desert, but the heat of combat will make anyone sweat. That is especially true of gunners who have to carry so much and still try to keep up with. Lieutenant Stern rolls the private over and lets out a curse. There's a widening patch of blood along the private side. Olsen! The wounded private does not respond, though his eyes flicker open briefly. Corporal Crossley comes forward with a bandage for the wounded man. Without an actual medic inside, Stern grabs the roll and gets to work. As you watch, a small sandfly lands on the bloody skin and begins to feast. After the roll is bent, Stern looks at you. You don't have an aid station or medics, and I can't spare anyone to look after him. Now, not if we want to keep driving towards Casablanca. High chance of what's... No, we have to carry him carried back. Yeah. We don't leave him behind here. I'll have him carried back. That'll improve his odds. Maybe, but Stern begins to protest, but catches himself before he strays from anger into insubordination. No, they are your men. It's all your call. He rises, blood on his hands, and motions from his men to continue the march. You detach 4 of your more fought-out soldiers to make a litter and carry the wounded soldier back to Fedala. Swarm of flies follows. That is fine that he's spent. Ooh. Oh, come on. Oh, wow. That damn artillery. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Children crying in the home. Oh. Shit. They still can fire over there, huh? Yeah, they still can fire. Okay, now we nearly have them. These seem to be more veteran forces. But we can rally them back up. Okay. Come on. That can work now. No resistance. Nice. That's big. Did good, soldiers. Sweet Jesus, yeah. Could they please stop aiming at us? Ah, soft sand. Okay. Objective seized. Effectively bolstered. Okay, this is fine. Oh, come on. That annoying French artillery. Ow. Holy. Holy cow. This is a good angle. Nice. Next objective seized. Ooh, found the last one. Okay. Okay, mortar. Give him hell. Everybody bolster. Ah, shit. These guys actually might have... Oh. Okay, this doesn't work out. Okay, good job. Let's keep these guys up. Okay, you guys need to be rallied. Get the G into a position where it can help out with this position. And get all of you moving over there. Okay, these guys can rally. Let's see if you can charge these. Wow. Let's get these guys forward then. Let's see if they can charge. Yes. Okay, got him. Good job. Captain doing good. Ah, you got stressed out there. Okay. This is fine. Okay. Your radio crackles with Captain Lamb's voice yet again. This is Nickel 6, calling Nickel 16. Flanks still not secure. This is stiffening all along the front. Do we need to secure our flanks or can you advance over? Units may recover morale as they do. Nickel 16 here. Short recovery requested. Nickel 16 here. We're still just through over. No. Nickel 16 here. We'll see this through. Over. Rest attack as far as practical. Oh. Okay. Okay, let's move you guys on. Have some guys struggling behind. Can't really hear. Okay. Good job, guys. 4 on them. Unless there's another one, this should be fine. Let's rally. Okay. Give him fire. Nice, good stress. Maybe we'll hit something. That's fine. We can now call in artillery here. Okay, you missed. Let's go. And can we charge? Oh. One more guy. That's just an officer? No. Come on. Undaunted, really? Ah, right. These guys are actually pretty damn spent due to the artillery. Stillborn has to move in that direction. These guys can move here. These guys can move to Stillborn. We can get these guys back under control. Okay. Come on. 3 turns left. Let's go here. Nice. That works out. Getting one of the leaders. Good job. Good veterancy. Push on. And let's come on. Let's take that hill. Yes. Let's get you guys forward. And close. This is not working out yet. Is it working out now? Better. Let's see. Maybe we can do it. Yes. No resistance. The radio crackles. Sergeant Grant tunes it in. Sounds like Captain Lamb. He says, then shakes his head. Not good news. The receiver is oddly cool in your grasp. Achieve a major victory for the mission. Okay. Got a lot of prestige. Got good loyalty as well. Double major victory. No 1 out of action. That is nice. And yeah. Radio crackles again. Mission victory. We seized everything. Resistance stiffened, American forces flagged, and their advance stalled. This particular image came from the National Archives film Tunisian Victory. Video from Time Hack. Okay. Captain Lamb's voice crackles over the radio. Nickel 6 to Nickel 16. Flanks no longer secure. Hold immediately and consolidate. Nickel 6 out. First platoon takes over the French positions and digs in where the soil allows. Nearby, Private Roberts puts up rocks high for cover between convincing sips of the bitter coffee the French left behind. Never seen a land so parched, he notes. Don't get used to it, Corporal Crossley suggests as he sets up his bar. Figure we'll be moving along soon enough if our luck holds. You men dig in. Something easier said than done. Loose sand runs down the sides, threatening to refill every hole they make. Others stack rocks, and that works better. Captain Lamb passes along instructions for defense. The advance is expected to resume tomorrow. A little while after that, Lieutenant Stern arrives at your platoon's front and personally places a machine gun for support. He sights down along the barrel, meticulously checking the fire lanes and aiming stakes. Word has it that he lost one of his men, a good friend. Private Olsen had previously been in 1st Platoon, but then transferred. Now he's shot, or dead, or something. No one is quite certain because the company had to move on. That has to be eating Stern up inside. If not today, then tomorrow. He's a born soldier. He's meticulous. He's obsessed. He's a born soldier. Stern personally wrecks in the first round of a belt of ammo, then itches at the dried blood still on his hands. It seems that the wounded soldier who has been taken back to Fedala has marked the man. Stern didn't have to deal with casualties before. Not like this. Got enough water to wash it with? No, Lieutenant Stern says, as he absently peels a bit of blood from his hand. My men are parched. When there's time, I'm going to wash in the sands. My old man told me a story about that once. He looks off to the side for a moment. I shared that with Private Olsen. I like to think he'll tell it to his sons. You know, all those civvies got me thinking. I'll worry when the war's over, Stern replies. Until then, he looks around. His men are still busy digging in. Gosh darn it. I just wish we could keep going forward without all this waiting in between. What was the best way to handle today? Stern requires the idealism mindset. Combat fatigue plus 10, realism. Zeal. We'll need your MGs tomorrow, and how? Cunning. We all make mistakes. No, we go with zeal here. That is the zeal kind of guy. Bullets save lives, Stern says quietly. And every enemy I put down is one less shooting at us, and a machine gun can put down a hell of a lot of them. He grits his teeth. Then again, so can rifles, grenades, and mortar bombs. It's not so much about the weapon as it is about the man carrying them. He shoots you a pointed look and how much they are willing to sacrifice to put the enemy down. Stern moves off to his mortars. You look to your men. The digging continues. Report of action of 1st Battalion, 7th Infantry, 9th, 10th, and 11th of November. Remained on guard duty in the town of Fedala, French Morocco. Damn, those boats are small. And those jeeps also look hella goofy in modern standards. Right, wrong. Correct observing position, prone around, right side of tree. Observe through bush and position prone. Observe prone under crossbar or fence. Do not kneel behind bush and show silhouette. Observe prone around right side of rock. Do not look over an objective without a background. Observe over a crest. It is broken or crazy. We have a lot of loyalty, and especially a lot of prestige. This costs a lot of loyalty. Can go with prestige here for the upvet. We have replacements as well, so we can get replacements for these guys. These guys are still fresh. Ooh. 2 vet over here. Nice level 3 veterans. Okay. We'll leave it at that. Our formation becomes a good bit better. And no casualties this time around, which is pretty big as well. Yeah, it was a really good result. 10th of November, next day, Morocco. The flanking worked really well in that last one. So did the fire support. Okay. Outside Casablanca, afternoon. Yeah. The awaited French counterattack never materialized. Neither do your orders to advance. There must be a reason for that. Maybe not a good reason, but still. It's just as well we didn't have support either. You command only my platoon, not the army. The city of Casablanca sprawls along the horizon. To the south and west, a jumble of white stone and strangely shaped golden rooftops just a few miles away. The hours creep past as you watch, wait, and wonder. The men rest in what shade they can behind the rock piles. You can hear their stomachs growl as you make your rounds. A runner from Company HQ arrives at sunset. Captain Lamb needs to see you, he says. Take 4 men. Your supplies have come in. Corporal James Jackson relates, managing to catch a hint the captain's Texas swang. Water, ammo, food. All 3, Lieutenant, Corporal Jackson replies, but not a heap of anything. You grab the 4 nearest men and put Sergeant Grant in charge until you return. Corporal Jackson leads you to a ruined adobe farmhouse behind a grove of lemon trees. Piled in the shade are cardboard boxes filled with K-ration cartoons. Beside them sit a dozen 5-gallon jerry cans, all stenciled with the word water. The clatter of a typewriter draws your attention to a white stone house nearby. Where there is a clack of keys, there is paperwork, and that means the command post. Force the guard, find the captain. Yeah. You order the man to guard the supplies anyone might want to buy and walk away with a little extra. After all, the army has many traditions. The runner glances towards the dope house. A moment later, Captain Lamp emerges into the sunlight. Dark circles mar his eyes. Lieutenant, Captain Lamp calls out as he strides over. The orc guard is not the command post. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I was admiring the bounty. Yes, sir. He gives a little nod at your brief reply. The supply situation ain't good. Most of the stuff had to be hauled up by hand. Dearborn and Wilson have taken their shares, so half of this is yours. Make it count. Understand, sir. Half and no more. Lieutenant Stern hasn't picked his portion up yet? Not yet, Captain Lamb says, and then considers the question anew. I expect he'll hustle right over when he gets the word, though. He'll be wanting his half of the ammo, at the very least. I'll have my men stop by to remind him. I'll leave all the belt ammo for Stern. All right then, Captain Lamb replies. Now Major Cloud is putting together a briefing at battalion, and we are invited. Your men will take away first platoon's share, except for one of them. He's coming with us as an aide. Choose Crossley. He can eat at battalion CP. Choose Morrison so that Patterson will work harder. Choose Patterson so that Morris will work harder. Choose Roberts. He can carry as much. He can't carry as much. Choose Roberts. Roberts edges over. The canteen at his belt thumps emptily against his borrowed rifle. There isn't much to see on the road ahead. There are no vehicles or even camels to be found. Only a few distant figures trudge down the ribbon of grey asphalt, their shadows long in the setting sun. The pace Captain Lamb sets would be brisk by anyone's standard. After a time, he signals for Roberts to go on ahead a little ways. Private does just that, his salty boots thumping out with every step. So how are you going? How are you getting along, Lieutenant? Captain Lamb asks politely. Sir, about taking down the anti-aircraft gun. Deflect by being angry at the French. Indicate that I've learned a lot. In weariness. No. Sir, about taking down the anti-aircraft gun. Nothing to be said, Captain Lamb indicates, waving away the topic. You listened to Dearborn, and he pulled it off. I've already had a talk with him about such diversions. But next time, tell me. Then we'll be able to work. We'll all be working smoothly toward a common victory. Walk in silence for a little while. What I really want to know is how are you handling things, Captain Lamb asks, because the last few days have been trying for us all. Feign weariness, as is appropriate, indicate that you have learned a lot. Right now, we're all still figuring things out, Captain Lamb replies, but things will get easier after we do. Barrage of artillery thunders in the distance. Casablanca lies under a pall of smoke that hangs especially heavy over the harbor. The two of you talk a while about how the men are doing, good and bad. This all leads me to my next question. Is Sergeant Grant a good sergeant? Don't think Grant has done anything bad. I think Grant did pretty good so far. I think we trust him with our lives here. This is a brother in arms. That's high praise, Captain Lamb remarks. I didn't know if he'd make the grade. Did you know he was a black private in 40? Lots of promotions during the army expansions. Changed everything. Robert suddenly freezes on the road ahead. points skyward. The drone of aircraft engine comes from somewhere in the twilight sky, and it is slowly getting louder. Lamb gestures toward a stone animal pen nearby. Lone sheep paces about inside, flicking nervously, glances your way. Taking nervous glances your way. You and the lamb take cover behind the rough masonry. Robert kneels down a little further away. Thankfully, the sound of the plane begins to fade away. So, what's this all about? A lot of things, Captain Lamb says. Major Cloud wanted me to bring my XO. Trouble is, Lieutenant White is still on ship with that smashed hand he got when we were loading up. Unless he makes a real traumatic recovery, Nickel Company is going to need an executive officer. I want that to be you. High above, the plane wings away northeasterly, disappearing into the steadily darkening sky. You haven't put a step wrong as far as the army is concerned. And I know I'm not the only person who thinks that, Lamb says. You might be a different person to read, but that strikes me as intentional. You performed admirably when those Germans were concerned, and you really impressed me yesterday. Most officers would have stopped well short. He leans in. The question now is, are you ready and willing to be my XO? Wilson always plays by the book. Dearborn never opens it. And for every pitbull like Stern, there's another officer who'd rather never leave his CP. Overhead, the sound of the plane fades completely into the distance. Some regulations work in the field, and some are just for the garrisons. And some get men killed when the shooting starts, Lamb says. He gestures idly toward a portion of the wall. There are hundreds of individual stones there that make up the whole. Whatever you may think, this won't be easy. The more soldiers you lead, the harder it is because everyone needs something different to get the job done. Now then, how about it? No change to your primary mindset. Reset primary mindset to compassion. I'm an officer. I'll lead. I'll manage. That's good to hear, Lamb says. Confidence will take you far. When you're done being my XO, I'll expect you'll make an excellent company commander. He pats your shoulder, and with a silhouette hallowed by the stars, that sounds like a promise. He stands up, a shot rings out, he staggers. Captain Lamb collapses against the stone wall, a dark stain spreading across the front of his shirt. Whew! Shit. That got real. There is no one to cover fire. Rush over to the captain. Pull the captain behind cover as his legs buckle under him. He reaches out for your hands as he strains to say something, but instead blood spills out through his lips. More bullets crack past. Then you hear the barely audible ping of an M1 end block clip. The shooter has an American rifle. We are friendlies, damn it. What shit? A voice calls out in the darkness. Moments later, a young American soldier rushes into view, his hands pale as he clutch the stock of his rifles and panic rising behind his eyes. Robert swings his rifle like a baseball bat and puts the soldier on the ground. Fuck, fuck, fuck. We have to keep Roberts from killing the man. Grab Robert's arm as he pulls free his knife. His eyes shift to you, and for a moment he is unrecognizable, but then he blinks and sags. Knife returns to its sheath. Because now there is something more important to attend to. The next while is a blur of carrying Captain Lamb towards the battalion. Blood keeps coursing down his chest. Roberts shouts for a doctor. There isn't one, but the medics do what they can with what they've got. It isn't pretty, and it doesn't work. Eventually, you find yourself beneath canvas, sitting upon a folding chair that creaks whirringly with every breath you take. A medic Brassards emblazoned with a red cross. Medic Brassard, emblazoned with a red cross, rests on a nearby field table. Major Cloud steps into the tent, his left hand encased in a white bandage. His eyes narrowed as you look up. Do you need to be relieved? He asked pointedly. Why? Forget it. Major Cloud says with a wave of his fingers as he strides over to the nearby table. A faint rumble of artillery comes from the west. Tonight, 2nd Battalion will launch an attack on the resort town of Ain Seba. The major explains. His free hand drifts to the medic's helmet and shifts it aside. Early tomorrow morning, 3rd Battalion will use the ground they've taken to push into the city proper. Nickel Company's objective is a French military encampment on the city's outskirts. You will lead them. Make no mistakes about this. You've never commanded a company, and the advantages the French have are considerable. They're fighting on their doorstep, while we're dragging everything from the beachhead. They also have tanks. They have artillery, and they may actually outnumber us. He says with a decided calmness. But that doesn't matter. They've been retreating for 3 days, and now they are forced to fight. That's not easy to do, not for any army. And if we coordinate properly, they won't be able to shift their reserves around to hit us on one company at a time. So this involves more than just 7. So they tell me, Major Cloud says. There is another of these folding chairs nearby, but he doesn't sit. I don't have any maps to show you the larger movements, but you don't need them either. How important is tomorrow? Pretty damn important, Major Cloud replies. We'll make our victory or break our effort. Your objective is one of the garrison's major bases. Taking it might just convince the French to throw in the towel. Bandit could say that the doctors are still working on him, as far as anyone knows, Major Cloud says. Glances briefly out the tent flap, though there is nothing much to see in the dark. And so the company, will be attacking tomorrow. Exactly, Major Cloud says as he escorts you out. I'm relieved to know that Nickel Company is in good hands. You return to the dope house that served as Captain Lamb's command post. The enlisted men there are already whispering to one another. Bad news travels fast, as always. They already know you are their new company commander. Roberts is sent to get Sergeant Grant. Other runners fetch the lieutenants. It isn't long before they assemble. Lieutenant Stern is the first to arrive, barreling up the road at a dead run. Lieutenant Dearborn isn't far behind. Sergeant Grant and Lieutenant Wilson arrive not long after, though the older man has a definitive hitch to his step. Captain Lamb has been killed. Stern takes a step backwards and shakes his head. Jesus Christ, Wilson growls. What the hell happened? Doesn't matter. We attack tomorrow. Indeed, that was the plan, Lieutenant Dearborn notes. Lay out Major Cloud's orders and reveal the map. Along the route from your present bivouac, you'll have to take a cement works and negotiate a half-built workers' suburb before coming upon the military encampment. The French are strongly positioned in the camp itself, but not much else is known of their deployments. That includes the hilly area to the south. What does the French translate to? Unless I mistake my mark, City de Ouvriers translates as workers' city. No doubt for the rough and tumble men of construction. Moreover, the site makes it any advance. Moreover, The sight makes any advance a tricky proposition, Lieutenant Dearborn considers as he ponders the map. If I were them, I'd screen the cement works and then post a few squads in the city, harassing us as we go. Should swing south of the city, the ovaries, and then sweep down from the heights. Listen and wait. No, Lieutenant Wilson interjects. They'll be expecting that, and will be without good cover the entire time. Yeah, and swinging wide will just burn time for no good reason, Lieutenant Stern adds in. We have to hit them before they figure us out. In the back of the group, Sergeant Grant says nothing. When you meet his eyes, there's a profound worry there. The officers argue a little while longer. Dearborn is certain that his flanking movement will work. The others are equally uncertain, but for different reasons. This second map, you have time for all the questions, yeah. Second map, you have bears hand-drawn dispositions that may or may not be accurate, seeing how they came from the French officers with Gaullist leanings. We'll set up shop in the workers' city. We're not gonna push all the way against the guided outnumbers us, but don't think the flanking attack. Lay out how the platoons should position themselves once they get into the city. We're building fields of fire focused on the military encampment. I still say we're giving them a chance to wall us off, Lieutenant Dearborn says. I think that Captain Lamb would have been worried about the same thing. Give them your orders. Send the officers back to their platoons, Lieutenant Grant lingering behind. There's no time for subtlety. Alright, Lieutenant, I'm terrified about tomorrow, Sergeant Grant admits. I've never led a platoon. Not like this. I'd like honesty, just not now. You can do this, I know that. Thank you, Lieutenant Grant says, as he backs towards the doorway. I'll do my best. There are countless details to prepare, things you have never had to bother with before. The field kitchens haven't come forward for some reason. There's no first sergeant to sort that out. There are radio frequencies that need to be confirmed for armored artillery and mortar support. Alternate plans for contacting the battalion CP and reconnaissance, and much, much more. By the time those are in hand, the sky is entirely dark and you are exhausted. Thankfully, there's a cot waiting for you in the house's second room. The sight would have been comforting if it weren't for Captain Lamb's dress boots lying on the floor beside you. An officer's boot often had many pairs of boots. One for parade, one for comfort, and sometimes even one for combat. Become a captain. You waken in the familiar dark. All is quiet, and for a moment you forget where you are. Then the warm, fond illusion is shattered by the distant thunder of artillery. You are 3,000 miles from home, in a very foreign country, and at war. Your headquarters unit is a bare 5 men, all of whom seem to be asleep. No sign of a sentry roster is to be found. The radio operator lies curled up beside his box. The runner snores next to the door. The armorer swings in a hammock, strung up in one corner. A glance out the open house's windows finds a grey dawn. A look at your watch tells you that there's not much time before you are scheduled to launch the attack. There remains much to do. Yell and get them all up. Let's get the runner up. You head over to the door. Private Jackson, you whisper, wake up. Private Jackson, JJ, to most, wakes up with a stretch, his powerful legs uncoiling themselves like steel springs. Go gather up whatever stragglers. Additional rifle squads will participate in the battle. We'll make sure our tank support shows up in time. Yes, sir, Private Jackson replies. With a quick salute, he lurches out the door into the grey dawn, slowly gathering speed. Talk to a radio operator. Corporal Sobieski sparks to everyone in the company blinks at you with big innocent eyes. Sir, contact battalion. I want air support. Get battalion. I want artillery to soften things up. Need more ammo. Contact battalion. I want air support. I try that, Sparks remarks skeptically in his distinctive, slightly broken English, his Polish accent particularly thick this morning. He grasps the side of his radio and turns the crank. Tiny sparks briefly flicker within the case. Surprisingly, battalion patches him straight through to the Navy. The direct request seems to electrify the Sea Dogs. Lieutenant on the bridge of USS Ranger promises that the Navy will fly its planes today. They haven't forgotten about the shelling at Fedala either, because there is a frequency and a code to ward off a friendly attack. Let's talk to the armorer. Yes, boss. Technical Sergeant Washington Arthur asks politely in a Bayeux accent as he dows his hammock with a steady motion. I mean, sir. The armorer artificer is called Art by just about everyone. Born in Louisiana, and rumor has it joined the army just to get out of there. From what little Captain Lamb said about the man, he apparently recruited him after he fixed the car using nothing but baling wire and sweat. What he did for the company with the standard set of tools was apparently enough to overlook a few eccentricities. Gain Energy Team, can you rig a few road signs for JJ? Ooh, can you rig a few road signs for JJ? That's good. Let's get the tanks early. Sure, can sir. Sergeant Arthur says. Then them tankers won't have to no excuse if they don't show up. There isn't much more you can say to that. The man knows his business. Start the tactical scenario. With everyone in motion, you step out into the grey dawn. The platoons of the company are waking as well. In under an hour, the attack will begin. Feel anxious, though nothing is happening. Have I done everything I can? That's a question that will be answered soon enough. Captain Lamb must have felt the same way. Captain Lamb would be proud. The satisfaction that you feel as the company assembles for action is profound. The men look to you as a child would to a parent. You must have the answers to make the world right, or else everything is wrong. Okay, we want to go through the north here. We are in a pretty solid spot. Hey, that's the guy from the picture. Okay. Oh boy. Shit. Ooh. They made it out alive. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, wow. Okay, we learn what kind of weapons there are. That is... Okay. So we have a big AA gun. We have a big field gun. We have an MG. What the hell is this opener? And we have no cover. Like, that's beautiful. Okay. Let's get our heavy MGs into good positions. Okay. And let's rally Lamp. Stern. Lamp is unfortunately not rallyable anymore. Okay. Can this still no, fuck off. Yeah. Yes, we want to spot the big gun again. You guys move with these. Right, the goal is to get here. So the good fire on that is nice. Wait, who's rifle? Oh, right, those guys got pushed back again. Damn it. Okay, this is a long scenario. Our tanks should show up relatively soon. Don't think you can fire all that way. Oh boy. Another MG team. Yeah, we want to push through. Yeah, I think pushing through the open field would have been a pain. Yeah, no. Okay. Good. Nothing up there. Nope, we're not gonna move on this main road again. Move past through the north. Stick together, guys. Shit. Let's smoke there so that this is blocked. They can't creep. Okay. Give them hell. Nice. This is no. Okay. Ah. Yeah, that 75 millimeter cannon is brutal. Wait, what? The smoke is not thick enough? Okay, they failed to counterattack though. Oh. These guys though can't do that. Bolster slowly move. Ah, no, I didn't want to move with both of you. Okay. Okay, what's going on over there? What is going on over there? That's a lot of movement. Just first platoon. How do we get you out of here again? Let's roll you up there. And let's have you bolster these guys. Okay. A clatter in the east. Engines on the move. Twin Stuart light tanks rattle down the road with JJ riding atop the hull. Collective cheer erupts from your men as the armor draws near. Where do you want us? The tank commander signals. A familiar signal and a familiar commander. It's Sergeant Lintz, who you last saw during training at Camp Pickett. Same day that his tank killed your original sergeant, Sergeant Bennett. Rip Sergeant Bennett again. Head over for a talk, signal back and get him moving. Signal for him to join the tech. Buttons up and gets ready for the ride. Let's see if we can charge these guys here. This should be an easy charge now. Yes. Okay. this is going pretty well so far. Yeah, though I'm not sure if I want to put them up against the 75mm field gun. Like, that's my big worry, is I don't want to lose them. So... these guys are messed up. No, we will get them moving, but... Move along, man. Unable to fire. That's good. Good hit. Ooh, kills. Yeah, I think we're gonna focus through the northern route and ignore that 75mm again. Like, we will go back into these buildings. Like, not ignore, but... Good job. Just have to get these guys out of there. Good job, guys. Don't like it, but I think we need to get... More French movement. Back into cover we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is good to get over here. Mm. Come on, get over there. And rally these men next turn. We need to get them out of there. Oh, we are right. They're already in a decent position, actually. Let's get these guys rallied. Having good morale all across, that is important. The radio crackles with Major Cloud's voice as he gives his call sign. This is Bayonet 6, calling Nickel 6. Enemy forces resisting stubbornly all over except Expect same. Can you continue? Over. Continue attack. Informative. Advancing on objective. So far, everything is going well. Understood. Major Cloud instructs. Bayonet 6 out. Can hit these guys hard. But now we have to move the tanks first. Let's get over there. And keep on smacking that gun. Just because we can. Come on. This is so annoying. Getting out of there is not gonna be easy. Okay, this might actually work though. No. Okay. Okay. That is not of any major importance to us. Okay. Get these guys further forward. Same for you. We actually move with them. This is a good spot to be. Getting away from that gosh darn 75mm. Okay. Let's go with Stillborn's guys next. This might be a bit risky. Oh, okay. Especially if we can't get across the road. Okay, then we just move on here. And move everybody up. Okay. Can we hit this? No. Okay. Oh, yeah. Creep forward. And let's charge. Oh, nice. Okay, good job there, guys. Nice. Objective secured. And this one can keep up. Well, Sergeant Grant is doing a good job up there. There seems to be a lot of movement around the objective. I kind of want to swing through the town and get the tanks over here. We'll see how that goes. Having cleared the road is already a nice start. And Stern moves up to the MG. And then you guys get out of there. This is going decently well here. Don't think there's anybody that could use anything. I think we are in the right squad here right now. So we just leave it be. I think we want to move on with these guys. A runner races over from Wilson's 3rd platoon. Oh, Captain Sam Lieutenant Wilson wants to know if we can put that captured French RD to use. Says they're just like pieces we trained with. Like the pieces we trained with. Does have a point. Whether on artillery pieces screwed by infantry, whether an artillery piece screwed by infantry will do any good is another question. Wilson tests doctrine may allow artillery reinforcement. Wilson. No chance to allow artillery reinforcements. Have Wilson oversee it. You give Wilson the go-ahead and put him to the task. After all, he may have fought alongside that very gun back in the last war. Shit. No, we have casualties. Oh, come on. Okay, we found them. This is not good. Okay. Try to get into these trenches. Yeah, we need to get off this open field into the Scott town with everybody. Alright, Wilson has everything expanded. Okay. Come on, let's go. Let's go hand to hand. Nice. Nice. Officer leading the charge. That's a lot of experience there coming in. Now we can move the tanks around here to hit these guys. How many are there? Yeah, Okay. Can't move through there. Can we? Okay. Let's get these tanks up. And running. And let's keep pinning these guys down. Next turn we go for these guys. And then Wilson's guys move up here as well. That 75mm gun pinning us down time and again is pretty damn annoying. You can't hammer these guys to death. Better safe than sorry. They are still supposedly not fully pinned down. That is quite something. F off. No. You already shot. Why do you have such a reload? Immense pain. Immense pain. Immense pain. I guess Stern has to run back now. Try to get these guys back rallied. Because they need to get the hell out of the dodge. I think that's the first we have to move next turn. Oh! Renaults? Okay. Wait. Fuck off. Okay, that's the first thing we have to... Aye! Got a tank. Wait, with whom did I... I shot with the infantry by accident. Okay. But we got the job done nonetheless. That wasn't quite what I planned, but... Hey, it worked out. No, the Renault moved there, I think, for some reason. Hey, we can take cover behind the tank rack. But also, for some reason, nobody took a shot whilst it was moving there. Which is a bit weird as well. And we have to get both of these preferably out of dodge. Well, too late. Please, no casualties. That 75mm artillery gun is so freakishly annoying. Now we can't move. Right. Put smoke down on this position. Should help out against these annoying gunfire shots. And then, yeah. Fuck off. The air fills with a staccato of 30 cal machine guns and light cannons as the tanks open up on the French position. Then the clanking slows. Tank's engine stutters, nearly out of gas. The other maneuvers to cover its fellow, but it too lurches to a halt. The crews fire off round after round as they crank the turrets around by hand. The French do not supply them with many targets. There is a signal to your men. Tanks expect to bail out soon and request cover fire. All that steel wasted because of a few gallons of gas. Nearby your runner, JJ spits off to one side. Permission to punch a beachmaster. Just once, then apologize. It was probably a rhetorical question. No amount of punching anyone is going to refuel the old tanks. The armor crew continues to fire, but the French seem content to let them sit there and do just that. That's hella annoying. Gonna lose these guys in a second. Hit those guys. Nice. That MG took real damage. Okay, nobody there. We finally can get the hell out of there. That's good. Oh! What? Freaking what? Okay. Sure. Let's keep these guys moving. And let's move them here. And then we can still rally one more time with you. Onto these guys. Okay. And then we have spent everything. 14 turns left. Okay, get an MG out of here. Success. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's move. Oh, wow. One more. Piss off. Okay. Good stress there. Really the leader there. And let's give me some fire. Okay. Oh, air support. Signal from the lead tanks. Not one you want to hear either. Almost out of gas. Almost. No doubt they have just enough to withdraw to safety. Fuel out. Tanks stay. You need the firepower. Possible to siege gain if tanks retreat. We need the tanks. Tanks might not be able to move, but they can still shoot. That will be enough. You send a refusal back and return your attention to the fight. Let's get through this town. Your radio crackles with Major Cloud's voice yet again. This is Bayonet 6 calling Nickel 6. Attack stalled elsewhere. You may be exposed. French voices shifting to heavily reinforce your front. Up to you whether to advance or dig in. Overhead, solitary fighter planes make a swooping attack with machine guns chattering. Apparently someone in the Army Air Force did pass your message along. Some positive bolster and rally events unlocked. Affirmative. It's going pretty well so far. But we could be, but for counter, we're not in a great position for a counterattack. Understood. Bracing now. Over. I think we want to be secure against the counterattack from the north. Can't do much else with these. Go hand to hand. Come on. Okay, that worked. Nice. Oh wow. Can we just do it again? Come on. No. Unfortunate. Okay, let's move up. Let's move around here. And let's get our MG team out here. Even after taking casualties. Still annoying. Oh, Undaunted. Guy makes it out through. Oh. Good fire mission. Let's get this MG into a good spot. The other one will move north. Still want to take this at least. Not sure we're gonna go all the way to that compound. Yeah, these guys are annoying. Good hits. Next turn, shoot here. Try to push. Oh, we still have our turn for some reason. Plane strafing runs. That is good. That is real good. Oh, wow. Another one of those annoying guys. Oh. Nice. That's what these tanks are good for. And that still wasn't the end of the turn, though. Okay, there we go. Okay. Shoot. No, this... Okay, this is still not easy. That's annoying. Oh. Still a 50-50. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's good. That annoying gun is firing again. Okay. Yep, found another one. Cover the open field here. Finally bring you guys up. Get you to the edge of the town. And into this building. Perfect. That's information we need. Now we can keep you guys moving up. Okay, more friends showing up. Nice. That's a good one. Yes, that's what we want to see. Oh, wow. Okay, that part worked. Okay, these guys are nearly full level veterans now and can even take one more to maybe even become full level veterans as well. Oh, wow. How much French infantry is in these compounds? Okay, that was good. Protected the tanks flank there as well. And then with commander, take control of this one to move these guys over here. Then we only have the support assets to come up. Let's go. Come on. There we go. Tanks can't move, but they still absolutely can shoot. And oh boy, do they damage. These guys are absolutely screwed over there. Let's see what the French do. Nothing yet. Okay, this should be an easy... Is this not an easy one? Really? Okay. We get it done, though. No resistance. Cavalry squad and the squad lieutenants captured as well. Get you back in cover. Wilson. Nice. Good job as well. Move these guys along through the north. Good job. As we get to the secondary objective. Good hits here as well. Leading from the front. Oh, even more casualties. These two formations are absolutely getting shredded. What is this? Infiltrate. Prepare to advance 2 axes instead of 1. We end up in concealment. Concealment is defined. Oh, this is interesting. But we need you in hand-to-hand combat. That worked. Okay. Let's make a risky move. Ooh, worked out. Engage the MGT. Flanked. Nice. hitting these guys from all sides. Get us mortar fire on these guys. Good. Let's push you on. Oh, come on. Let's do it again. Well, actually, that's a bad spot to want to move onward after this, but hey, whatever. Okay. This should do fine. Ah, no, 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 no. Shit. No, that's not how I wanted to move. Should have just moved one hex there. This was a mistake. Okay. Can't move with these bad boys. So let's just absolutely hammer these poor guys there. Then we got the Renault FTs is nice. And let's move onward. Okay. We hold the walled compound. Nice. Next secondary objective taken. Nice, that's good as well. Where is the last one of these guys? Okay, let's fall back a bit. Or, like, move on. Still covering the north from there. But falling back a bit further. Because we should be able to charge into these guys now. Come on. Yes. Good job. Oh boy. Let's go for the next one. Oh. Success. Wait, what? Okay. Let's charge these guys. Nice. Next one. This is still a disaster. Really unnecessary losses. Oh, good job, tanks. Yeah, this tank is in a good spot. This tank is in a pretty good spot as well. This one, not so much. Come on. I know you can do it. No. Alright, I should have bolstered you before. No, you can do it. Okay. Easy. Easy. Hot damn. Oh. Okay. Hey. F off. Okay. Recon by fire. Kind of working. Come on. Kinda not. Yes. One more. Good. Back to the commanding officer. Okay. Let's move in from north. Let's get the MG team moving up. Another one moving around. Mortar team moving up. Ending turn. Ending turn, I said. Okay, really closing in on this primary objective. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, can we get in there? Can we just do that? No. Fuck. Okay. He sees the barracks. The French stage a fight. Fighting withdrawal. No doubt preparing another counterattack. We're not in top shape, then Sergeant Grant says after he hurries over to confer. There's not enough medics for the wounded. Trying to go after the rest of the French feels like hunting for glory. Scenario ends with mission major victory. Loyalty +2. End the battle. French are beaten today. This is what matters. We give the order to consolidate. There's palpable relief from Grant and the others as the message go out. Achieve a major victory for the mission. At least at 4. Nice. Major victory. Major victory. And rip Captain Lamb. KIA. And that's where we ended for today, guys. So, see you all next time. As we're gonna continue this next week, most likely. Maybe on Sunday, but likely next week. As on Sunday, we're mostly likely gonna continue our our 2v2 head-on campaign, and likely gonna finish that there. So I'm excited for that as well. And yeah, let's get you over to somebody. Let's see who we can rate. Oh, Randolski playing Xenonauts. So let's get you there, guys, and see you next time. That would be a great That would be a great subscriber notification. Yeah. See you out, guys. Bye bye. Have a great day.